On our interview segment, one of those women who work intensely behind the scene talks to us about herself and her devotion to seeing the Murtala Mohammed Airport 2 work. Meet Adebisi Awoniyi.
My dad is a very, very strict disciplinarian, and I'm the first daughter, so there was a lot of responsibility on me to set the good examples for my junior ones. And he always said, hard work never kills. If you try something and you don't succeed, he says, try, try, try again. For you to try that thing, somebody somewhere has succeeded. The conditions for the success might be different, but with determination, and if you're focused, hardworking, you will get there. And I have never been one to give up easily. No. Once I believe in something and I know it's doable, it's because it's doable. I actually run the operations of the terminal. We do have a CEO who handles more of the revenue side, but the day-to-day workings of the terminal, the day-to-day maintenance of the terminal is under my division. And I have like 7 units reporting to me. There's electrical, there's civil, there's mechanical, there's AC unit, there's an IT unit, and then the terminal operations and the airside operations, they all report to me. So that's what we do. So everything happening on a daily basis, the running of the terminal on a daily basis is actually under my division. Is it challenging? I would say no. But is it interesting? I would say very interesting. And that's because it's like a web. It's like a web network of different types of units that need to come together, fuse together for the terminal to run, Agreed, a lot of people say it's a male-dominated industry I'm operating in, but in all honesty, when it comes to work, I don't see the gender. What I see is the individual with a brain. And there's really nothing to it. If you have the passion, you will excel. It's one thing to have the passion, it's another thing to have the ability, and it's another thing to have the capability. If you have the capability or the ability without the passion, then, it's a useless ability you have going for which you're not applying anywhere. If you take it back into history, whereby, even when we were kids, mommy, daddy role we used to play, normally the female child is supposed to take more the docile role. So, and especially in this part of the world, whereby you have female children actually sacrificing their education so that the male child can go to school. So that's how I think the whole thing actually evolved, whereby and then it's always believed that aviation really, a lot of people think it's engineering. At least that was what I personally grew up believing. It has a lot to do with engineering, and engineering is not really a course for females and all that. So I think it's just the mindset of individuals. But all that is changing now. It's the synergy of every single unit. The terminal is like an octopus that has different, what do you call it now? The octopus has different legs. In the case of the terminal, everything has to fuse together. No single department can operate as in isolation of the other ones. No department can operate as a silo, no. Everything has to fuse together. And it's because if one unit has a headache, the other unit sneezes. If another unit catches a cough, the other unit sneezes. So it's like everything has to be fused. Where your own responsibility stops in the terminal, it's where another person's own begins. And you find out that the way things used to operate in the past, whereby something is happening and they go, oh, it's not my unit. It doesn't work like that. You need to be your brother's keeper, because if something is happening in a particular unit and is not addressed, be rest assured it will affect your unit eventually. So everybody needs to work in unity. One thing I will actually credit the last administration for, even though they are not very popular with me, is the women participation that they encouraged in every area of governance. So with that, yes, I would say it's opened up a great deal. And you find out that with the way that terminals or airports operate nowadays, even all over the world, the airport area are becoming like airport cities. So it's not all about a pilot flying. It's not all about an engineering repairing the plane. No, there are different business units, different commercial activities that now go on in the airport. And you don't really need to be whether a male or a female for you to partake in it. No, you can see what's happening here. We have pharmacies, we have banks, we have supermarkets, we have eateries and all that. So it's really opening up for more participation of the female gender, definitely.